So onto this last race. I mean, I've struggled just for that, being able to predict a horse. There was one that I like the look of. I didn't say like the look of. That's probably stretching it a little bit. Have you got any horses at all written down for this race, mate?
Yeah, I've got two actually.
I'll be amazed if one of them's not mine.
As you know, I'm not overly infused by the handicaps myself. But
no. Well, I'll go first this time, since I'll let you go first with old Moss back, because I'll be amazed here, because it was the only horse I looked at that had any form whatsoever at graded level, and I know, and you've talked about footpad quite a lot already, so I'll be amazed here. And I'll stake my reputation on it now, as having known you a long time. So don't let me down here. That Tycoon Prince is on your list.
Funny enough, Tycoon Prince is on my short list, but
it had to be, didn't it? I mean, did you see the race with footpad? I never seen it. But how far was he behind footpad when he fell?
He was running a big race. Like he certainly wouldn't have beat footpad, obviously, but. He wasn't.
It's worth remembering here that when Steve says it was running a big race, he's talking in relation to the race it's running in today.
Yeah.
It is not racing a horse the calibre of footpad today in any stretch of the imagination.
No, exactly that. Yeah. For a horse that's not a Grade 1 level horse, he was running a good time at the departed.
And I've looked at the Racing Post ratings of the horse, the racings that he's running, that the RPRs have given him. And I think the handicapper might give him a little bit of chance as well, because the handicap mark that he's on is exactly the same as his highest Racing Post rating. You know, so I think, to me, I've never seen the horse run in my life, but just from looking at the form, I would have to make Tycoon Prince the only horse of interest in that race for me, without any shadow of a doubt. I mean, I'll be interested to hear what other one you've got, to be honest.
Well, the horse I've gone for is a horse that actually also fell not so long ago. It's a horse called
I've been back in a few fallers, didn't we, today? Moss back.
It's a horse called Rather Be of Nicky Henderson.
I don't know anything about the horse, mate. So the floor is over to you.
Very impressive. And the time before it fell, but
that proven Cheltenham trials ground of Fakenham, yeah?
But yeah, I definitely, again, it wouldn't be a confident selection, but just reading through its form, it's a horse that stays the trip well, and it's lightly raced with some nice form, so hopefully it'll run well anyway.
What price is that trading around, mate?
That's trading.
It's just the sort of race you'd probably win on your way out, isn't it? That race. It's probably just the sort of race you'd walk out.
It's about 11
and just
to
pick
1
pick the winner up because you were bored on the way out. Is he single figures, mate? Is he worth it?
It's about 10 or 11 to 1. I'd advise an each way bet on it. Yeah.
A small one, yeah. Just not too
not a
generous.
confident selection. Just a hopeful selection, really.
So whatever happens, it's going to be a fantastic week, whether we get to preview the next 3 days or whether this is the only show we do. I'm sure there's going to be we're hoping to do more preview shows every day now. I think we've both got the taste for it.
Yeah, definitely. I'd be loving to come back on here after day one and give you my views of the day's racing, and hopefully come on here
superb,
happy and excited about the racing to come in days ahead. Hopefully we'll get some winners.
Yeah, well, who knows? That's the beauty of the sport, mate. We never know what's going to happen. But in the meantime, though, before we close this part 1 of the 4-part show we're going to do for Cheltenham previews, we're going to talk about the Allpress daily nap. I mean, me personally, I don't do things like that. I don't like to give naps out. But I know Mr. Allpress likes to stake his opinion. So, Mr. Allpress, I'm going to give the floor to you quickly, a quick 30-second summary on what is your nap of the day.
I'll give you my nap of the day and why. Bouvardere is my nap of the day. Short price, but he's a short price for a reason, and that reason is he's got the best form in the race. He's the reigning champion. He'll go on the rain-softened ground. He's had a good preparation, and other horses in the race have a lot of questions to answer. I'm really confident Bouvardere is going to win. If I was giving punters a horse to bet in, obviously Bouvardaire's a little bit short for most ordinary punters. So
yeah, superb. Thank you. Yeah, if there's anything else,
if I was going to give people an each way punt, I'd have an each way punt on Mengley Khan in the Supreme Novices Hurdle. I do fancy Get a Bird, possibly to win the race, but I think Mengley Khan has arguably the next best form in the race, and at 14-1, I think he's worth an each way bet.
You persuaded me because I've written down not good enough on my clips. That's the danger of these shows, because I've written down Mengley Khan not good enough, and now I've looked at the form, I've listened to you, I've noticed his flat rating, and he was all right. At that price in that race, I think Connections will be disappointed if he's not in the first.
I do, and I know I've heard good things about him in the preview nights and that, and I'm not expecting him to go on and win champion hurdles or nothing, but I just think in tomorrow's race he's got a solid each way chance.
He could. It's a sort of horse that could easily pop up and win a fight in fifth, isn't it? I mean, Arcadius won a fight in fifth, didn't it? Go Native won a fight in fifth.
It's not impossible.
Could happen. There's races for him. There's races for him. He's obviously being trained in Ireland. There's 1,000,001 races out there over 2 mile hurdlers in Ireland at all levels. So it'll be interesting to see what old Mengley does. One thing he won't be doing, you can safely say, is okay. Then we'll leave it there at that.